Hey, yo, what's up with it? This your boy Young Bleed, letting y'all know we finna come through and make it do what it do on the I Only Touch the Greatest podcast. You heard me?
I wanted to say this too, man.
Mhm.
From coming from Baton Rouge, and now you see the rap scene now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them still taking over, like
Yeah,
Boosie,
yeah.
Webby, Gates. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel like? Cause from coming from where you from, you know what I'm saying? I know that had to been like a huge thing now, you know what I'm saying? So how do you feel like for like the new MCs coming out, you know what I'm saying, and still giving y'all roses too? Like,
Oh,
tell a
yeah.
little bit.
I love that the most, you know what I mean? To each his own at the end of the day. Me and Boosie, some family somewhere down the line, as well as NBA Young Boy. But I
Mm,
remember a time, it was a few old heads, like I said, when you go back to our evolution, I could tell you rappers that you wouldn't know that was
mm,
making the bridge for us to even come out of Baton Rouge when we was called country. You know what I mean? Everybody
right,
outside of the state look at New Orleans first before you even come to those domains. So I used to pray over at the top of the bleachers of one of my old high school in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? When I had a lot of stress
right,
on my head, and over the LSU lakes, and
right,
even climb on the top of backboards in the middle of the night. Just pray to God that one day He'll bless my city, and they'll kind of more morph into that. So years later,
right,
you know what I mean, it manifested. So to see that, you know what I mean, I'm happy and proud of my city, not the foolishness and all the murders and different things that's going on. And that's the one thing I come up the same kind of way and kind of was blessed to make it through. There's a lot of stories I could tell you on the dark side that it
right,
took the climb this far. And I was hoping, being a sacrificial lamb, that I could have set a few things in stone. I guess somewhat I did that. But for what followed
right,
up and a lot of the foolishness and a lot of guys and girls that's not here based on that and
right,
that type of thing, you know what I mean? I'm not
right,
proud of that as far as the city, but as far as them picking up a mic and having a different outlet than murder and drugs all the time. You know, God bless the game. And it's what, you know, to each his own. God bless the child that hold his own. It's what you do with it after that. But He gave it to us. So I'm
right.
happy to see that. You know what I mean?
Right, right. And what would you feel like? Which one you think is like one of your favorites, or up and coming one from Baton Rouge that we haven't heard that might be your favorite?
Um, of course, all of them to a certain degree. I don't have no personal beefs with nobody. A lot of those guys is 5 to 10 years, you know what I mean? Under me age wise. But like I say, been happy for everybody that came out of that, and I back off their situation. Some of them is family ties to try to work out certain situations, just out on the big brother. But yeah, Boosie, Gates, of course, phenomenally, NBA young boy, Lil Webby, you know what I mean, been my guy since a kid. So everything that's
Right.
coming
Shout out
out.
to Lil Rabby too.
Yeah,
He a
absolutely,
real
man.
one.
And on the big brothers and the backing of Tria, Turk and Mayor, rest in peace to Lit Fat, rest in peace to Lit Ready.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
So I just
RP
started
Lil
knowing
Fat.
more.
Right,
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I done watched a lot of them come and get to that pivot and like I say, happy for them. Or when I'm not happy for them is when they catch these cases or go to that graveyard like that, man. You know what I mean? So
right,
in that same sense, that it's bittersweet, but more sweet than bitter, man. Life goes on. Everything else that's up and coming on. I'm trying not to miss nobody, but that's an infinite list nowadays. Rest in peace to G Money and all that type of thing. A lot of those guys right out my neighborhood to the rest of the city and from other neighborhoods in the city. I was a backpacker. We don't have the trains down there, but I've been hopping bus to bus, you know what I mean? City bus to, overnight, going in back rooms, just building and helping them being a cornerstone for our city, man. So like I say, if anything, I just hope they keep the torch lit. You know what I mean? Keep the lights on and keep it alive. My uncle used to tell me that at the end of the day, keep it alive, man. But that's
right.
all I want to see them do with it. Yeah.
If you could take a time machine back to any era of hip hop, when would you go back to?
I'm going back to the beginning, man. I'm about old as hip hop now. I'm in my 40s. So
Mm,
my whole Christmas is that New York evolution into the West. And the South was morphing into the Midwest. So, I
right,
done lived in 40, 41 states in 40-something years of my life. God said the same, I'll be 47 years old next month, June 6th. You know what I mean?
Okay.
D-Day. So the whole concentration camp is, you know what I mean? That's my life and cycle when you're talking Hitler and D-Day. My granddaddy was in World War II, and I ended up taking his name to the plethora of names that I done went through from 9 years old just figuring myself out. So, yeah, I have to go back to the beginning. I was just listening to LL, I Need a Beat. I still listen to them records on Saturday. I don't have to wait for my parents to be gone. I can live this every day. So I done became it. So I love my hip hop here, hip hop connoisseur. So yeah, from the origin for me. Yes, sir.
Right. And I wanted to say, man, because you